Like, it made my butt look too big and like too like woof. To make you feel like you have a BBL without having to go get a BBL. I can't tell if these are just doing too much. I don't want to look like I have butt pads. And I feel like you have to have a certain body type to wear these leggings. How much leg is left, girl? These are giving high waters. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube. It's your girl, Kayla Lachey, aka your virtual fitness bestie. I'm a little bit under the weather. I'm sorry if my energy levels are very low. I tried to have 2 coffees today, but the way that my eyes are just irritated from an allergy, girl, I don't know, I can't even open my eyes. But today I am so excited because a couple days ago I did get my package in from LAZULI Label. This has been a brand that I've been wanting to try out. I've heard a lot of amazing things about them. There aren't really too many reviews though, other than the people that are sponsored by them. So I took that with a grain of salt, also being that everybody's body type is a little bit different, and I feel like you have to have a certain body type to wear these leggings. I'm gonna just be for real with you guys. Also, I've been hesitant to try this brand because they're kind of on the more expensive side, I would say. I did end up catching a little bit of a sale, so I decided to go ahead and order a couple of pieces. But I also heard that the fit was a little bit weird, and every review was basically a size small, and their bodies look different than mine, and there was a lot of bunching on fabric. Some people didn't like the waistband, or they thought it was too big and not compressive, or too much fabric on the glute area, and I was just like, yeah, these are probably not for me. But I digress. With all that being said, I was definitely intrigued to finally try out a legging that is very different than a ton of leggings that we have on the market. These are supposed to be compression meets activewear, like shapewear meets activewear, and I feel like they really are unique, and I don't really see a ton of leggings like this. But recently I have been getting into the compression style leggings, like the Define Do-Whoops from Amazon, and I feel like these are leggings that have been around for a while. And I decided to try out some leggings and a biker short. They actually have biker shorts, and y'all know how I feel about biker shorts. I love a longer inseam as a girl with longer legs. I'm 5'6" for reference. I wear about a size 6 US, and I'm going to measure these leggings and the shorts as well and do color comparisons to other brands like Gymshark, Outfleet, and Honor Active. I did pick up a lot of pink colors because I noticed that they do a lot of neutrals, a lot of browns, a lot of grays, black, those basic staple core colors. But I really wanted to try some pink activewear because I don't have a lot of pink in my collection. So this first one is Barbie Pink, and these specifically are the Scrunch Seamless leggings, and then I have a pair of shorts here, and I decided to go with a size small. So we're hoping for the best. I already tried these on like 2 nights ago, and I actually really like this size small, and I was really concerned with my sizing. I almost thought I need to get a medium because people say that these ribbing detail panels on the thigh area, basically where your quad sits, is very tight and compressive. They're not that tight and they're not that compressive. Baby, I'm used to wearing Gymshark's Adapt biker shorts when I feel like those really compress my quads and my thighs and really lift my glutes, like shapewear in a sense. Like, that's why I love my Adapt biker shorts, and those OG ones were a 9-inch inseam. So I was like, oh my god, they're probably gonna be tighter than my Gymshark. These are not that tight on the thigh. They are tighter, but if you guys have ever tried Bow & T, like the Megan Grub ribbed collection, I know that's very specific, but they remind me of that ribbed material. I actually really like the feel of this fabric. It is a seamless 4-way stretch feel, so I feel like these are going to be leggings for the girls that, 1, love a scrunch bum, 2, are used to a thinner material and a seamless fit, and also a gym girl that is used to a more delicate fabric like an Amplify or an Honor Active Effortless, or even a Gymshark Everyday Seamless. It's definitely giving that knit fabric. So sorry, not my iPad falling over. I did take some notes because, again, this is a brand that I've never tried before. So I wanted to give you guys all the details in this video for reference. I think I might order some more in the future. But the material of the Sculpt Seamless is a composition of 93% nylon and 7% spandex. So I like a spandex, nylon, elastane, polyamide type of feel, and that's exactly what this is. It feels a little bit thicker to me than an Amplify and an Effortless from Honor Active, but it's still a very like skin material. And you have to keep in mind that the glutes area, like these are supposed to be compression meets shapewear meets activewear, so there's a lot going on with the composition of this legging. So the waistband itself is a 1-tier vertical ribbed waistband. You can see there's not a lot of tapering going on, so these aren't extremely compressive on my waist. I will say, as far as the rise, which I'll include measurements in this video for you guys so you guys can get an idea of what this is looking like, I don't need to roll this down on my waist, which is unheard of as someone that has no torso at all. So I really like the rise of the legging. I actually don't mind that this isn't super tapered because it's a comfortable fit for me. Being that this has a lot going on tightness wise on the body of the legging, I don't want to be compressed and feeling squeezed on my leg but also on my waist as well. So I think that was a really good design choice. There's also a nice little faux seam detail that kind of curves on the waistband, if you guys can see in this lighter colorway, and that I think really does accentuate a more snatched waist. And then the ribbing, which is really thick, by the way. I'll also do some inserts on waistband thickness because this is a very thick waistband. I would say it's probably, girl, maybe even thicker than, yeah, it's definitely thicker than an Effortless, and it's definitely thicker than a Gymshark waistband. Like twice as thick. Whoa. Well, this is 2 different sizing. Why is this a medium from Gymshark? This is a small from Lazuli. You see the thickness difference? It's like twice as thick versus a Gymshark. I'll compare the thickness of Lazuli to an OG Honor Active. This is Honor Active. I would also say it's about half as thick as an Effortless and OG Outfleet. I would say it's probably closer to an Outfleet, but still slightly thicker. Yeah, Outfleet, Lazuli, Gymshark. So you can see how thick it is, and it's very similar to Outfleet Amplify. So I think the waistbands too, because my Outfleet ones are a size small, the waistbands are definitely more accurate. So as far as sizing, because the body is pretty stretchy, yes, the ribbing on the thigh is tight. I honestly recommend going true to size with this. I have very thick thighs. People love to say I have no thighs. Okay, but I sit down and they are huge. Okay, I have big quads. I have nice juicy hamstrings. So when I say that like this is true to size on the leg area, is true to size. And again, you want it to be tight and compressive so that you get the effects of the sculpting, which is to lift the glutes. That's really the only way that you can get that BBL effect, because if you compare it to something like an Outfleet where it's very stretchy and thin all the way down, my glutes have no lift, no support in these leggings. It almost looks like pancakes because it's so thin and so stretchy. There's nothing to really hold it in place. Whereas these, it actually has something for your glutes to kind of sit on because the material is, one, thicker, but it also has that ribbed texture to it. So I think that's important to keep in mind. Waistband size, if you are someone that has a smaller waist to your hip ratio like me, I think you can definitely go with your normal true to size. I'm in between small and medium. I went with a size small and I'm so happy that I did. Otherwise, I would have definitely had extra material around the crotch fabric area and then also on the upper glute and lower glute area. And then the waistband would have been basically not holding up on my waist at all. So I would say for fit, definitely go true to size. If in between, I think you could size down, not size down, but go with your smaller size, because that's what I did and it worked well for me. Also, with the construction of this legging, there is a scrunch. I think this scrunch is really flattering. It definitely is a longer scrunch, definitely longer than an Honor Active Effortless, where it tends to sit shorter and lower towards the crotch gusset. This one goes all the way up and attaches to basically the waistband. It goes into like this ribbed V detail, kind of like an Alpha Amplify, and it definitely goes all the way up. I think it would have been more flattering if it was a shorter scrunch like an Effortless, but you can't have them all, and it's also not attached to the gusset. It does separate the glutes, and this material on the cheeks being thinner allows your booty meat, if you will, to sit in and not feel compressed or pancaked out, similar to like an Alpha Amplify. So I love that detail. I love a scrunch legging. The glute space, I will say, is very long. Like, you really have to have somewhat of a butt to wear these realistically. If you don't have much of a booty, I would not recommend these. I'm glad that I went with a size small, because if I had sized up, I would definitely have so much extra material that it would just look saggy like a diaper, and that's not what you want with these leggings. So that's why I was saying initially, like, oh, I was so hesitant to get these, because it's really made for a certain body type. I think the last time I measured my glutes was 41.25 inches, and my waist, for reference, is about 27, 28, mostly 28. So those are my measurements. So I think I have some booty cheek meat to fill this space out, and I just wanted to be real about that, because it might not look good on everybody, especially if you are a more petite person and you don't have much going on back there. So the thinness of this material then goes down into a thick ribbed, which you see here. It doesn't go very far, and I initially thought it was going to be the whole entire leg, but it's not, and I'm glad that it's not. It almost looks like a biker short when you have it on, like in length, and then it goes into a regular like legging inseam, if that makes sense. Like, this is essentially their shorts extended into a legging. So I'll show you guys the shorts later. The ribbing then extends down in various areas on the leg, and then it also goes down into the little seam at the bottom. So there really is a lot going on with this legging. It's definitely not for a shy girl. You're gonna stand out in the gym, and when I first put these on, I was like, I think my butt's too big. Like, it made my butt look too big and like too like woof in your face. And you can't just wear these on a day when you're feeling kind of insecure, because I feel like it really makes you stand out. Even though it's a solid print legging, it definitely is intense. I'm a little bit nervous to wear these to the gym. I can't lie to you. I think I'm gonna have to wear like a full-blown pump cover just for protection, in case I feel like these are doing too much for me, because you have the compression on the thighs, the scrunch, the thin fabric, so it can be a little bit sheer, especially on lighter colors when you're doing things like a squat and you're at the bottom of a squat or doing RDL movements. So definitely be more mindful of that, and definitely recommend wearing a seamless laser cut thong. I'll link the ones that I use down below. I get like a nude color that's close to my skin tone. When I tried these on initially, that's what I had on, and I didn't see any underwear lines. It was a little bit sheer on the booty cheek area in some colorways, because again, it is smoother and it is a little bit thinner of a fabric. And this is all very marled. I don't know if I showed you guys that. So yeah, you definitely have to have some confidence. You have to be that gym girl to wear something this bold. Like, you guys will see in the try on, it's a lot going on for these ones. So that's a little bit on the construction of these leggings. They definitely aren't full length on me either. When I tried them on, I definitely had about this much ankle hanging out, so I would definitely pair these with a crew sock, which will cover up that skin showing through. So I'm 5'6", all leg. Definitely keep that in mind. That was the Barbie color. I also ended up grabbing the fuchsia pink. Now, these don't look true to color at all on the website. I had to go on YouTube to look at some video reviews, because this color looked terrible. Like, I didn't like this shade of pink on their website, the way that it was photographed, but I loved it in other people's YouTube reviews. So keep that in mind. This is a very blue-based pink, which is my preferred shade of pink. I feel like it flatters my skin tone the best compared to something like a more corally shade that has more orangey undertones or even more of like a purple undertone. To me, this is not fuchsia in real life. Fuchsia to me looks like more purpley, and that would be like Honor Active's fuchsia. Like, this is a true fuchsia in my opinion. This pulls more blue base. So definitely keep that in mind. This one also has a lot of marl detail. I'll do color comparisons of all the pinks side by side in the video as well. I think this color is probably one of my favorites. It's very bright. Again, I don't have anything like this in my collection. I think you'll be able to see a lot more of the details with that ribbing V that dips into the scrunch, and how thick ribbed the waistband is. A very nice constructed stretchy waistband. I really, really like this. I felt like it actually snatched my stomach area and didn't make me feel like it was pushing down my belly fat and making me feel like I'm bigger than what I am, like some other leggings like Honor Active's Effortless, because it's not so tapered and it's actually really thick. So I think they killed it with that, and also not being so freaking high rise from the crotch to the waistband makes it really friendly for girls like me with a shorter torso. So I really think these colors are beautiful. And again, if you like the neutrals, the darker colors, I would definitely pick one of those next time. It's more subtle and not so like out there of a legging with all the ribbing and the contouring and the scrunch and the booty cheek area. So I definitely would be interested to try like the dark brown that they have. And then I also fell in love with this color. This is the Ultra Pink, another blue based pink. And again, this did not photograph this color. Like, I had to go on YouTube again to find an actual video of what it looks like. I think they did an amazing job with their pink selection. Again, this has a lot of marl detail. The marl almost pulls white, and I think this looks so beautiful on a tan. So this is what the booty cheek area and the ribbing looks like. They're all the same, very stretchy. And it does take some work to get these leggings on, but once they are on, they are on. I think I'm a little nervous though, because I go to the bathroom a bajillion times at the gym. So having to readjust your leggings might be kind of annoying, just because you need to make sure that this ribbing is sitting right underneath your booty cheeks. Okay, if it is placed too low, then it's gonna kind of make you look like your booty is long, if that makes sense. And if the ribbing is placed too high and it's sitting on your cheeks themselves, it can make you look like you have a double lumpy booty. So I think the best way to put them on, which I'll show you when I try them on, is to pull this ribbing up as far as possible and kind of scrunch the ribbing up on top of itself to make it extra thick to stay in place. I know that sounds weird, but it gives you more of a lift, and maybe that's why I felt like my booty cheeks were too big. Like, it made my butt look too big. I was like, oh, sorry. I don't know, if that's your vibe and that's what you're going for, cool, but I didn't want it to be like too in your face. So yeah, I definitely pulled this up quite high and made sure that it was up and stuck, because I didn't want it to shift down when I was doing things like squats, which can happen in seamless material because of how stretchy it is. So that's one big tip that I have, is to make sure that you take your time and pull the fabric up around the scrunch. Don't yank at the scrunch itself, and be careful with the ribbing too. Even though it's thicker, you might think it's more durable. It's still very delicate in my opinion, maybe even more delicate, just because it does stop the ribbing at the seamless. So you don't want to be tugging at this line of demarcation and then risk, I don't know, ripping them or something. It was definitely an experience trying to put them on. So yeah, really love the Ultra Pink, the Fuchsia, and then that's next to the Barbie Pink. They're all very different shades of pink. And again, as someone that loves pink, because on Wednesdays the girls be wearing pink, I was feeling left out, okay? So I wanted to have some options and some variety. Hopefully over this white shirt you'll be able to tell a little bit of the color difference. Like, come on. If you love blue-based pinks, a true pink, these will be the leggings for you. I'll insert some color comparisons of other pink options that I have from other brands, because the other ones aren't even true pinks in my opinion. Maybe this one. This is Blossom from Alphalete. I would say it's probably the closest to the Barbie, but even then this pulls a little bit more muted and more purple, whereas this pulls a true pink to me. Can you guys see that? Fetch Pink, which is the most beautiful color from Gymshark. And I would say that's a true pink, where it pulls that blue base. There we go, that's more true. I'm just loving all the pink. And this is just Alphalite's pink color, which is, I don't even know. This is pink, but it doesn't give pink to me. It gives like neon, not like a Barbie pink. I don't know if that makes sense. I did pick up one pair of the Scrunch Seamless Ribbed Contour Shorts in the shade Glacier Blue. I noticed they do a lot of blues and a lot of browns and a lot of grays, so I just grabbed this. I tend to gravitate towards blue. I don't know why, but I did get this in a size small. It literally is the same detailing as the leggings, same thickness in the waist, the same vertical ribbed details, same scrunch. The placement of the ribbing is on the same area. The only difference is it cuts off in the same place that their leggings do as far as the ribbing. So that's what I was saying. It literally is just an extended version of the shorts. So it just depends on what you like. Literally ends at the same placement. And I think this is a great length for a biker. Some bikers can be too long, and some bikers are like not even really a biker. They're like in the middle of a biker and in the middle of a short. This I would say is a true biker short length. And then I didn't touch on the logo because it's so incognito. I love this. It's tonal. It is a sticker printed logo, but it kind of is tonal to every legging. And I really do like that. It's kind of like if you know, you know. See, you can barely even tell where it is. So I wanted to mention that. And I think this colorway, when I looked at my legging collection, looks the most similar to Honor Active's light denim and then Alphalite's washed denim. So I'll grab those for you guys. This one was definitely sheer on the glute space when I tried these on. So the lighter colors definitely have to worry about sheerness. Maybe save them for an upper body day or a day for legs when you're not putting your booty in the air for like RDLs or even doing squats. It definitely pulls a little bit sheer. I would say if you're worried about sheerness, size up, but then I really wouldn't, because you really want to make sure that you have enough glutes to fill out that extra material. So it kind of is like, you kind of have to deal with the sheerness. Sizing up, I don't think is really going to fix much of that. I really like this color. I think she's really pretty. Not my knees cracking. These are the other blues that I was saying. It literally looks the same. So if you have Alphalite's washed denim, I think it is not exact, definitely same marl heavy, definitely same heavy marl detail, not an exact match, but very similar. I think you could definitely mix and match like a top or something if you have it. And then this is Honor Active's light denim, which again is a little bit darker, not as vibrant, but again, blues just tend to mix and match really nicely together. And the marl in these is like a darker blue. I almost want to say it's a color like this marled into it. So if you like blues, Glacier Blue is really beautiful. This pair I think was actually on sale. As far as what I like better, because I definitely did prefer the leggings to the shorts. I feel like because these cover my entire legs, it just looks a little bit more seamless and not so in your face out there like the shorts did. Like my booty cheeks, maybe it's the shape of my glutes, because everybody's body shape is different. I don't even know what my body shape actually is, but I know my glutes are shorter and I carry a lot of weight at the bottom of my glutes. I'm not like super top heavy, like I don't really have a shelf, but I have some under booty meat. I don't know if that makes sense. So with the ribbing at the bottom pushing up the lower half, it was just making my glutes look very bottom heavy. I don't know if that's making sense. Maybe you guys will just see what I mean in the try on clips, and that's why I was feeling like, ooh, these are making my glutes look too big. Almost like the booty was sitting out far and then it was just really compressing in like my thighs. I don't know how to explain it, but regardless, I definitely would buy the leggings again over the shorts. And if I had to, like I said, I would go for the more neutral dark brown colors, maybe even like a dark gray, something like that that's not so like bright. I mean, I'm still going to try to wear these to the gym. I'm actually interested to see how I feel in them in a public setting and if the ribbing would bother me as far as it shifting around and having to readjust after doing squats and stuff, because you still want it to be functional. You don't want to have to worry about your leggings shifting around, but I definitely do prefer the leggings for sure, even though they are a little bit short on my like ankle. But the colors I grabbed, super cute. Definitely love the bright selection. There's a lot of pinks. I mean, there's not a lot of other colors besides pink and blue. So if you don't like those colors, good luck. And if you don't like neutrals, good luck. And this would be my wheel of pinks. I feel like, let me fix my brightness because the lighter shades don't really show up true, but I feel like that's more accurate. So these are the Lazuli ones. This one is the Lazuli Barbie. This one is actually Buff Bunny's Lover Pink. I don't like this at all. I don't like the material. I don't like the color of it. It's see-through. It rolls. It's terrible. But I will say it is probably identical to the Barbie. So I love the color of this. I just don't like the fabric and everything. So I like it better in this seamless material. Even though it is lighter, I do think that it is more squat proof compared to this fabric. So keep that in mind. This is Alphalite's Bloom or Blossom. Yeah, Blossom from Alphalete, Fetch Pink from Gymshark, Fuchsia Marl from Honor Active. This is the Fuchsia Pink from Lazuli next to Lazuli's Ultra Pink. This is Pink from Alphalete, and then this one is Gymshark's Adapt Safari Pink. I wanted to pull that in because it definitely has more of like, I would say like a corally undertone to it. So these are all the pink options that I have. I think they're all very different aside from like these three essentially. This one pulls a little bit more purple and mauve-y in my opinion, but these two are basically spot on. So this is the Lazuli Glacier Blue, as I mentioned, next to Wash Denim from Alphalete and Honor Active's Light Denim. Very similar. But honestly, if you have any of these, you don't need the others. I just wanted to have a fun colored biker short, and I think this is super cute. So let's do some measuring on the size small bikers. I'm really interested to see what the inseam is. So as always, I measure from the crotch. I always think for a biker, 6 inches is like the bare minimum. So we're looking at an 8-inch inseam for that, which I think is great. So definitely on the longer side. I know Alphalete did their bikers at like a 6-inch. So that's nice. The measurement from the crotch to the base of the waist is 5¼ inches. And then the measurement to the top to the base of the waist is 3½ inches. So I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that those measurements are the same aside from the inseam on the leggings themselves. Also, again, these are both in size small. So yeah, 3½ for the waist. The rise of the legging is sitting at basically 5¼ and then the only thing that should change should be the inseam. So I'm gonna measure again from the middle of the gusset. And keep in mind with seamless, these are stretchy, so you tend to have some wiggle room with how far you can pull them, but these are measuring to be unstretched at about 25¼ inches. The length of the ribbing, in case you guys care, is about 5 inches. So it's not that much ribbing, but if you look at the leg panel, you can see that it kind of stops and then randomly picks up in random areas. I'm not sure the functionality of that. It also goes, like I said, all the way down to basically the hem at the bottom. And the inside of the ribbing looks like this. It's very smooth. It doesn't feel any type of way when it's on. It's very soft. It's not itchy or anything like that. Again, you can see 93% polyamide, 7% elastane. Definitely a delicate material, so you don't want to put these in the dryer. I would wash them cold and hang them up. As far as like, do I think this would pill? It could if you're sitting on turf. I definitely think it's thicker and more durable than an effortless fabric, especially next to an Alphalete Amplify. I find that this probably would take a couple of months to show some wear and tear. The thickness on the waist. Very, very good stretch retention on the waistband. So if you're looking to be held in and really snatched, this is a great waistband. This is wild. This is why we have to situate our leggings, because what is this? Nah. Okay, you can clearly see a difference in material and how thin this is compared to the thickness and the ribbing down here. Again, this is not that tight, and if it's tight, you know it's because it's digging in and you're bulging. So grab the material where it's thick and ribbed, not necessarily where it's really thin, especially when it's stretched out like this, and pull it up. Almost go inside and shimmy it up your legs. Okay, then we're gonna have all this material and we're gonna slightly pull it up and then pull it towards the back. Notice how I'm not pulling at the scrunch area itself. Do the same thing to the other side. Ooh, I'm a little ashy. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to film this before the sun goes down. So yeah, it is tight, but it's not like the tightest, most compressed thing. If you're used to Gymshark's Adapt Safari bikers, this is no different. So you need to make sure this is in the right area, otherwise you get lumps and bumps, and we don't want that. So I'm just gonna keep pulling it up until I have extra material around the glutes, and this is gonna create that shelf compression that I was talking about. So I'm just gonna work it towards the back. The rise is perfect. So my belly button is here. Like, I don't feel the need to fold this waistband, which I actually love. So I might have too much of the ribbing up, but that's because I don't need these to look full length on my leg. I feel like it makes me look kind of stubby. So that's what I was saying, is I kind of hike these up a little bit more until this is cupping underneath the glutes. I think that is like a perfect length inseam wise, and it's definitely hiked up. Like, this measured out much longer than where I have it sitting. So if you pull this up enough, it's not really going to shift around when you're doing your squats and moving around in the gym. You just want to make sure that it's sitting right so that it's not cutting off your glutes, and so you don't have a lot of excess material up here. Like, this is still really stretchy, and it's also more sheer. You can see it's pulling white in this area versus this is very opaque. So keep that in mind. I feel like this makes my glutes look too big. Like, this is just doing too much for me personally. I feel like it's making them bulge out in a weird way. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. I just really don't know how to explain, but I can definitely see how sheer it is in this glacier color, and I'm just standing here. So imagine when you're at a squat, what it's gonna look like. I feel like it looks flattering when I'm posed, but standing straight on, I don't know. Am I crazy, or is it giving BBL? I don't know. I feel like it's too big. Or it's just like bulging out at the, I feel like it's making my glutes look bulged out at the bottom, but maybe this is what the compression leggings are supposed to do and why all the girls love it so much. I definitely think that if you want your glutes to look big and juicy, these will do it for you. It's just not making me look like I have upper glutes because they're like sitting out like a teardrop. Does that make sense? There is some extra bunching here, and this is a size small. I don't know, it doesn't bother me in this material because it actually is a thicker seamless. If it was thinner, like an effortless, then I would be like, okay, no, that's too thin. And also because this waistband is pretty wide and also thicker, I'm feeling like it's holding me in where I feel good. So yeah, Glacier Blue. Let me know what you guys think about this color. And the bikers, I love that they have biker shorts because again, that's pretty rare for brands. It seems like everyone is getting rid of their bikers, but the sheerness is a lot. So I'm gonna do a little squat test. I will say around the scrunch is probably gonna pull sheer. The scrunch is pretty undetectable. Like, it's not going super high. Maybe it is. I don't know. I just don't feel like the scrunch is unflattering or shiny or doing anything weird. It's still sheer, but it was like that when I was standing up. So yeah, this color is definitely sheer. If you don't want it to be too sheer, maybe try a darker color, but sometimes darker colors can also end up being sheer. I will say the inner thigh area where the tag seems to be stitched in, it's not laying straight, so I will say that feels a little weird. Ooh, I gotta hurry up, guys. I'm losing the sun. So I think the leggings take a lot more work to get on. I wanted to show you them before I adjusted them, just so you could see how you have to put these on in the right place, and also how these are kind of made for a certain body type. Like I was saying, like if you don't have enough glutes to fill this out, you're gonna get some bunching at the top. And I actually noticed a little bit of extra fabric in the bikers when I just took them off. These definitely take a little bit more wiggle room to get on because there's extra ribbing down the leg, and you can already see how much leg is left, girl. These are giving high waters. So again, just like the shorts, be careful when you pull them up. These are definitely situated underneath the glutes. I still feel like it's kind of loose, like it's not super compressed at the top of the glutes because there is some extra material, but it has to be there in order for this ribbing to be in the right position. And I also do feel still that the leggings definitely are less intense compared to the shorts for some reason. I don't know, I think because it just covers the whole leg. They're definitely not cellulite proof. So if that bothers you, keep that in mind, especially in lighter colors. This isn't even that light, but I can still see it even though this is marled. But this is a lot going on in the back. I'm not going to hold you. Like, you have to be comfortable with people maybe even looking at you like, what does she have on? Because even I'm like, what the heck is going on? Color-wise though, super cute. Pairs nicely with a white top, white sports bra, other shades of pink. They have matching tops as well, but I left those on the website because they just look too big and like baggy and not compressed. So I don't know, how do I feel about these? I feel like the shorts are more, I don't know, bootylicious. Like, this just looks weird to me. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Anyway, definitely kind of tight here when you go into a squat, but it's not the worst thing ever. I do think that it's not shifting around when I'm squatting as far as like the ribbing, so that's nice. These are just short. I do not like this much ankle out. This was clearly made for a short person, and I'm only 5'6", so if you're taller than me, baby, God bless. These take a lot of work to put on, and I'm tired. I'm ready to go to sleep. I will say, if you're looking for a legging to really hold you in and feel compressed, these are the leggings for you. Like, I feel like they're compressing me without squishing me, like, if that makes sense. Like, they're a flattering compression where it's not making me look like I have a pancake. Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of material, so definitely go true to size for these. Some extra fabric. I don't really think this shows that much cellulite in this color. And I don't know if y'all can tell, but yes, I have thick thighs, and this ribbing is not, I mean, it's kind of tight, but it's not like the most uncomfortable thing or tightest thing I've ever felt. Again, I don't think this pulls sheer in the area that you need to be concerned about. I just feel like this looks a lot. Like, it's just, wow. Maybe I just need to get used to a compression. Child, it's doing a lot for me. But once you put them on, they're really on. I don't see this area shifting too much. If anything, it really goes up under the cheeks even more. Ooh, let me see how they look when you walk away. Sometimes things be looking crazy. Ooh. I don't know. Sorry, I'm about to get my period. But anyway. These are actually kind of flattering. I think more so on the quads. I just feel like it's making the quads look better. Even the hamstrings down here. Even though the ribbing stops mid-hammy, I don't know. You can still see like your leg definition without it being too, like I said, compressive in like a bad way. Like, I really do like these. I don't know. Maybe they're growing on me. I have to see when I edit this back how I truly feel. But it's definitely cutting in my hamstring at the ribbing. I don't know if that's my cellulite. I don't know what that is, but I'm definitely losing some light, so I need to hurry up. But I don't know, they all fit the same to me. This one, I feel like it is sheer. Like, there's just a lot of material. I do think this is sheer. They all fit the same. Hella short. Okay, this was clearly made for a short person. So, do I feel comfortable in this length? Sure, but I think it might look weird with a sneaker. And I wear high tops, so having that gap of skin between your high top and your leggings is a negative. So you gotta wear some crew socks. I do like this color on. I do feel like it's really flattering in the Barbie pink. So, again, don't mind my blue. I'm about to get my cycle in. I've been eating all day. But yeah, if I pull the waistband down where it should be at my waist, then I get more bunching here. And I actually really like this material, so it doesn't bother me too much. But this color is probably one of the most flattering ones, and it surprised me the most. I don't think it's crazy sheer. I don't know. Maybe I just had to try on a bunch of leggings for these to grow on me. We'll see if I actually wear them to the gym. But I don't think it's crazy sheer. Would I squat in this? I don't know. Maybe, again, save it for cardio day. Save it for upper body. Maybe it looks like a booty pad. I don't know. Is that what it is? I don't want to look like I have butt pads. I would love to see them do more variety, like reds. I think that would be beautiful, and oranges. Maybe come out with some other like greens, not like forestry dark neutral greens, but brighter greens that aren't pastels for the girls that don't want see-through leggings. But as far as like my first impression, unsponsored opinion, I think they're all right. Again, I feel like you have to have body confidence to wear something like this that's really going to, I guess, sculpt your body. And if you're into compression leggings and you want to have a booty lift and to make you feel like you have a BBL without having to go get a BBL, then these would be for you. If not, and you're more low-key, definitely pass on these because they're very unique legging, for sure. I'll say that. Maybe I just have to get used to wearing some compression leggings and then I'll be obsessed. I was just kind of getting tired of reviewing effortless all the time, and I thought this would be something very dramatic and different for me to show you girls and give my unsponsored opinion on. I really didn't get many colors, but they do look stunning together, and I just felt like these were colors that were missing from my activewear. That's gonna basically wrap up my review on the Lazuli Label Seamless Sculpt Scrunch leggings. I think that's what they're called. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this review. Would you wear compression leggings to the gym? Which color do you girls like the best from this video? Thumbs up if you guys enjoy activewear reviews. I do a ton of activewear reviews on my YouTube channel, and I definitely have some more brands that I'm interested to try out for the first time. So let me know in the comments what brands you guys would like to see me review next. And also subscribe if you guys are into the whole fitness content. I also do other things like gym girl vlogs, workout videos, grocery hauls, meal prep with me's, and so much more. So if that interests you and if you're looking for a gym bestie, go ahead and subscribe. And I'll see you girls next time. Bye!